Hey guys, hope y'all are doing good. It's been a good little while since I've done any videos or even showed my face here on YouTube, but actually I've never shown my face on YouTube unless you've seen some reflection somewhere. But I've needed this little time, to take a little break, recharge the batteries. By no means was I ever out of the hobby, but it's just I haven't been as engaged in it as I was during the summer. But nonetheless, I have a new video here, something to kind of inject a little bit of excitement back into the hobby. As a lot of you are already aware, the new $100 bill is out. Actually, it's been out for a number of weeks already. But I'm going to talk about a couple of the security features. If you haven't already seen one of these, it kind of looks like play money. On the reverse, you have this big old orange 100 on the back. On the front, you have this new security strip, which is supposed to be the place marker for the security features of this particular note. The security strip kind of has a holographic look. I've already moved it, but there's 100 that changes into a Liberty Bell as you move it. And right where you see the overlapping of the paper, it's not actually glued down onto the strip. So when you go, you can actually put something skinny underneath these tabs right here, whether it be an unfolded paper clip or even I've seen a little stir straw fit in there. It's kind of weird, and it kind of makes you wonder if whether or not these are going to last as long as the old hundreds. Another featurette, more color on here. The Liberty Bell is going to have kind of a glitter look to it right there. Again, all to deter counterfeiting these bills. Right off the bat, these were selling strong. So the first couple days, people were selling these on eBay. Nothing fancy, just a regular new $100 bill. They were selling for upwards of $200. I even seen one that looks like it might have been shill bidded to $300. Okay, so as far as I know, the market is stabilized. You can actually get these at the bank for face. No big surprise there. The fancy serial numbers are going to be a hot commodity, and the star notes are still selling from between $125 to $150 currently in the open market. So that's the new 100. I've also picked up several new bills, and this is kind of a piggyback onto some of the series I've done with finding bills in circulation with fancy serial numbers. Found this $10 bill with an interesting date layout on the serial number. 10/25/1862 is actually a date during the Civil War. The Battle of Antietam was actually going on during this time, which makes this a fabulous, interesting type of note to collect. It's what makes it even more interesting is it's got Abraham Lincoln. He, of course, was one of the central figures during the war. So I thought this is a really cool find, and this is something that's make a few bucks. As far as fancy serial numbers are always popular to collect. If you haven't seen it, one of my earlier videos from back in the day actually has a little bit of a tutorial of how collecting what they call quote-unquote fancy serial numbers work. Here's a two-digit, I guess you could call it binary, but by trade, binary is zeros and ones is what it is, but this is ones and sixes. In no particular order, but you just have those two numbers repeating or not, or just they just exist. Okay, so that's what that looks like. You guys have seen this. This is what I call hybrid. You have inner rows, and you have a short ladder, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have all fives. Not as nice as a full on ladder or full 5 in a row or 7 or 8 in a row combinations. But this one is still interesting nonetheless, and I intend on making money on that. Here's a 4-digit repeater that I picked up. It's CU right out of the ATM. 8538, 8538. it's close to being a radar if it wasn't for the 3s or the 5s. But as far as fancy serial numbers go, the number 8 is extremely collectible because it's lucky in certain cultures, Chinese especially. They collect 8s of anything. And here's a couple really nice pieces that I have picked up or found. I got this one graded, 7 in a row 4s. Got this out of a bank strap 3 months ago. Just got it back from grading a week ago. Actually, no, not this one. It's actually the next one. Yeah, this one I picked up for pretty cheap. But that's 7 in a row. Really nice collectible number. Or fancy cereal. And here's the one I got. I bought raw for 20 bucks and I got it graded. And this one graded 66. Nice 7 in a row 6s. Okay. Believe it or not, these things are out there in circulation. There's even 8 in a rows that have popped up on occasion through the message boards. So that is some of the new pickups, new currency, fancy serial numbers, and a quick little hit on the $100 bill. I'm telling you what, do not pay any premium for a regular $100 bill with no fancy serial number. I would even be hesitant to even pay that kind of money for a star note. Star notes, typically if you go to the bank and you ask to look through, these hundreds, more times than not you'll find them, and they're actually going to be a large run, because quite a few of them were made. A lot of these were destroyed, as you can understand. Let me go ahead and get that bill back. With all of the extra stuff that they put on here, they made a lot of mistakes in the printing of these. Oh, and by the way, this blue strip right here is plasticky. So if you get it under any sort of heat, like a lamp, for example, it'll actually shrink this plastic and put wrinkles into your note. So something to keep in mind, especially for those folks who live in the South, where it's a little bit more humid. You want to take good care in putting these into a cooler environment, so something that's room temperature or below. So it was good talking to you guys again. I haven't forgotten about the contest. I'm gonna go ahead and announce a couple impromptu winners on the next video for August and September and October. So I have $3 face and silver that's going to be going out just in time for the holidays. Take care, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.